Something shifts when you step into your 70s. Time doesn't just pass, it picks up speed. Moments that used to feel long and lingering now seem to carry a quiet urgency. Birthdays arrive sooner. The evening light feels warmer, more golden, and life is no longer measured in how many years are left, but in the depth of the days still ahead. And somewhere deep inside, whether we say it out loud or simply feel it in quiet moments, a question begins to rise. How much time do I really have left? That question isn't gloomy. It's natural. It's deeply human. And in many ways, it's a gift because it comes from reflection, from gratitude, from a sense of readiness, not just to add years, but to make those years count, to cherish what matters, to keep going, to keep laughing, to keep showing up fully and freely for as long as life allows. The encouraging news? Your body is already whispering hints, gentle clues, subtle signals that reveal how you're truly doing on the inside, often long before a doctor might say a word. Some folks in their 70s still feel energized, engaged, full of purpose. Others start to slow down, feeling more tired than they used to. What makes the difference? It's rarely just luck or family history. More often, it comes down to a few key signs, easy to miss, but deeply telling. This isn't about fear or guessing games. It's about awareness, about empowerment. It's about tuning in to what your bodies have been trying to say so you can take action. In this guide, we'll explore 7 simple signs that researchers, physicians, and long-living seniors consistently point to as strong indicators of longevity. These signs are straightforward. Most are entirely within your control, and they might offer the clearest window yet into how long and how well you can keep enjoying life. If you're over 70, this might be one of the most valuable things you read, not because it's flashy, but because it's real, practical, hopeful. So take a deep breath, settle in, let's begin. Your next chapter might just be your brightest. We often think of longevity as a mystery. Some people live well into their 90s, or even hit 100 without much change to their daily lives. Others begin to slow down far earlier. It can feel random, like the luck of the draw. But over the past few decades, science has quietly uncovered something important. Longevity isn't just chance. It follows patterns. It's not a roll of the dice. It's not about hoping for the best. And it's certainly not just about inheriting good genes. More and more studies show that how long and how well you live depends far more on your habits, your outlook, and a handful of physical clues than on the DNA you were born with. In fact, research following thousands of people over the age of 70 has identified simple, measurable signs that predict how long someone is likely to live, sometimes even more accurately than medical tests or charts. These signs aren't fancy, they're not high-tech. And chances are you already experience them every single day, like how fast or slow you walk, the strength in your hands, your balance when you stand or move, the way you sleep, the food on your plate, how you handle worry or stress, and who you stay connected with or don't. These aren't just random details. They're signals, clues about how well your body and mind are holding up. And taken together, they help paint a picture of where you're headed, not in a fearful way, but in a way that puts the power back in your hands. Because the truth is, you're not helpless, you're not too late, and you're certainly not alone. What you're about to read could be the guide you've been waiting for. Not just to extend the years in your life, but to make sure those years are strong, meaningful, and full of joy. So let's walk through these signs, one at a time. Starting with something you probably did today without thinking twice. You walked. But how you walked? That might be telling you more than you think. You walked. But how you walked might be telling you more than you realize. Sign 1. Walking speed, the silent signal of strength. You probably don't give much thought to how fast you walk, but to researchers who study aging, your walking speed is like a crystal ball. It offers a surprisingly accurate look into not just how long you might live, but how well your body is really working behind the scenes. Let that settle in for a moment. It's not your cholesterol, not your blood pressure, not even your weight. It's the pace at which you move through the world. Doctors call it gait speed, but what it truly reflects is the overall performance of your body. Walking uses your heart, lungs, muscles, brain, and even your emotions. So when your walking slows down noticeably, it's often a sign that something deeper may be changing. Let me tell you about two men, Joe and Frank. Both are 70, both retired around the same time. Both were active when they were younger. But today, their lives couldn't look more different. Joe gets up each morning, slips on his walking shoes, and makes his way around the neighborhood. His stride is steady and sure. He walks with confidence, upstairs, across streets, without needing help. His body still moves with purpose. Frank, in contrast, moves more cautiously these days. His steps are slow, almost a shuffle. He hesitates at curbs, needs a hand when walking through crowds. Even going from one room to the next feels like a chore. He used to walk quickly. Now his pace is hesitant and uncertain. But here's the important part. Frank didn't just suddenly get old. His walking speed began to decline gradually years ago. He simply didn't notice, until one day everything felt harder. Research shows something clear. A slower walking speed in older adults is closely tied to a higher risk of heart issues, memory problems, hospital stays, and even a shorter life. But a strong, steady pace, that's a green light. It signals that your heart's pumping well, your muscles are working, and your brain is still in sync with your body. And here's the encouraging part. You can change it. Unlike some health factors, walking speed responds beautifully to small, steady efforts. The more you walk, the better your body becomes at walking. Add in some light strength work, especially for your legs, and you'll likely feel stronger and steadier over time. So pause and ask yourself, am I still walking at the pace I used to? Do I avoid longer walks because I feel unsteady or tired? Do I feel confident crossing a busy street? If the answer to any of these is not really, don't worry, but don't ignore it either. Start small. Walk around the house more often. Take the scenic route to the mailbox. Do a few extra laps at the grocery store. Add just 5 more minutes to your daily walk. Your legs are your base. And when they stay strong, so does your independence. Here's the simple truth. The faster you move through life, literally, the longer you're likely to keep moving at all. And that's something worth taking steps for. Sign 2, grip strength. What your hands say about your health. Take a moment. Make a fist. Give it a good squeeze. Now, how strong does it feel? It might seem like a small thing, but your grip strength says more about your health and your future than you might think. In fact, studies have shown that grip strength is one of the most reliable indicators of overall vitality in older adults. It's linked to lower risk of heart disease, fewer disabilities, and even sharper thinking. Like your walking speed, it reflects the health of your whole system, muscles, nerves, blood flow, and coordination all working together. Let's meet two men, Robert and Walter. Both are 78. Both spent much of their lives working with their hands. But today, their hands tell very different stories. Robert still has a firm handshake. He opens jars without a second thought, carries bags with ease, and lifts light weights a few times a week. His hands are strong, steady, dependable. Walter, on the other hand, has started to notice some changes. He struggles with buttons, finds bottle caps frustrating. His hands tire more quickly than they used to. At first, he laughed it off. Just getting older, he said. But slowly he realized his grip was weakening, and with it, his confidence started slipping too. What Walter didn't realize is this: losing grip strength often signals deeper changes. Muscle loss, slower nerve signals, a general decline in strength and stability. It's not just about your hands. It's your body starting to let go. Now think about this. You're carrying a grocery bag, or holding a child's hand, gripping a cane, or steering a car. What happens if your grip slips? That's why this matters. But here's the good news. Grip strength can be rebuilt, even well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grips, light resistance bands, or carrying small hand weights while walking can make a real difference. These aren't intense workouts. They're gentle habits, done with purpose and consistency. And never underestimate the emotional lift of a strong grip. Being able to open a jar, carry a bag, or shake someone's hand with a confidence sends a powerful message. You're still capable. You're still in charge. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, have my hands felt weaker lately? Do everyday tasks like twisting lids or carrying groceries feel harder? Is my handshake still firm and sure? If those questions make you think, that's your sign. Because your grip isn't just about holding on to objects. It's about holding on to life. So go ahead, grab something, squeeze, and know that with every rep, every effort, you're telling your body, I'm still strong, I'm still here. And I'm not letting go anytime soon. Sign 3, balance, the hidden power of staying steady. It can happen in the blink of an eye. You turn a little too fast, step off a curb, reach up for something on a shelf, and suddenly you wobble. Maybe you catch yourself, maybe you stumble, or maybe, like millions of older adults each year, you fall. Here's the part many people don't realize until it's too late. Balance isn't just about not falling. It's about how well your brain, muscles, nerves, and reflexes are still working together as a team. And your ability to stand on one foot for just 10 seconds, that can offer a surprising glimpse into your future, how long you might live, and how independently. Let me introduce you to Carol and Nancy. Both are in their early 70s. Both have similar health backgrounds. But day to day, their lives feel very different. Carol practices yoga twice a week. She walks with confidence. She takes stairs with ease. And when asked to balance on one leg, she can. Calm, steady, 10 seconds or more. Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't thought much about balance in years. When she tries to lift one foot, she sways, reaches for the wall. She laughs it off, but deep down, she knows something's changed. She avoids uneven sidewalks, hesitates at the stairs. Crowded places make her nervous. That nervousness? It's not just getting older, it's a sign. Studies have shown that poor balance in older adults is strongly tied to a greater risk of falls, broken hips, hospital stays, memory decline, and even a shorter lifespan. Why? Because balance isn't only about muscle. It's about timing, reflexes, joint support, and even how well your brain is processing movement. When your body no longer feels steady, everything becomes more cautious, more limited, and then the fear sets in. The fear of falling leads to less activity, which leads to more weakness. And the cycle quietly continues, but it doesn't have to. Here's the great news. Balance can be trained, retrained, improved. Just like your grip and your walking speed, balance is a skill, and skills can grow stronger with practice. Start small, stand near a counter and lift one foot for a few seconds each day. Walk heel to toe down a hallway. Try gentle Tai Chi or beginner yoga. Step sideways, backward, even in circles to help your body rediscover stability. And right now, yes, right now, try the 10-second test. Stand near a sturdy chair or countertop for safety. Lift one foot and see if you can hold steady. Can you make it to 10 seconds without grabbing on? If not, don't be alarmed, but take it as a gentle reminder. Every second of balance is another step towards strength, safety, and independence. So the next time you stand tall, on one leg or both, remember, balance isn't just about not falling, it's about standing tall in your life and trusting that your body is still right there, supporting you. Sign 4, sleep patterns. When the night speaks volumes, you lie down, turn off the lights, close your eyes, and wait. Some nights, sleep comes gently. Other nights, you toss, you turn, you check the clock. 2:17 a.m., then 3:04, then 4:19. By morning, you feel like you've run a marathon with bricks on your feet. Sleep is meant to restore you. But if you're over 70, you've likely learned the truth. Sleep just isn't what it used to be. What many people don't realize is how crucial sleep becomes as we age. Not just for feeling rested, but for staying healthy and living longer. In fact, research shows that older adults who maintain regular, high-quality sleep routines tend to live longer, with clearer minds and stronger bodies. On the flip side, chronic sleep troubles have been linked to memory decline, heart issues, a weakened immune system, unwanted weight gain, and even shorter lifespans. Let's look at two men, Henry and Bill. Both are in their mid-70s. Both retired not long ago, but their nights and days couldn't be more different. Henry keeps a steady routine. He's in bed by 10, up around 6. He sleeps soundly most nights. No screens before bed, evening walks, morning sunlight. He wakes up feeling refreshed, alert, ready to take on the day. Bill, on the other hand, dreads bedtime. He lies awake, scrolling on his phone or watching TV in the dark. He wakes often, sometimes sweating, sometimes anxious. His days feel foggy, heavy, hard to navigate. The difference between them? It's not luck. It's habit and biology. During deep sleep, your body gets to work, repairing cells, calming inflammation, balancing hormones, and even clearing out brain waste, some of which is tied to diseases like Alzheimer's. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. And when sleep gets interrupted, your entire system can feel the ripple effect. So if you've noticed any of these, waking up tired even after hours in bed, trouble falling or staying asleep, more frequent daytime naps, feeling foggy, irritable, or just off mentally, then it's time to pay attention because your sleep may be sending you a message. The good news? Like walking, balance, and grip strength, sleep can be improved. Start here. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Turn off screens at least an hour before bedtime. Get sunlight in the morning to set your internal clock. Avoid caffeine after mid-afternoon and heavy meals before bed. Create a calming bedtime routine. Soft music, reading, stretching, prayer, or quiet reflection. And if sleep still feels elusive, don't brush it off. Talk to your doctor. Rule out things like sleep apnea, restless legs, or anxiety that hides at night. Because every solid night of sleep is like making a deposit into your longevity savings account. So tonight, as you pull up the covers and rest your head, remember, sleep isn't a luxury. It's one of your body's most powerful forms of healing. And the more you protect it, the longer and better you'll likely live. Sign 5. Appetite and eating habits. Fueling the life you want. It happens quietly. You used to enjoy a full, hearty breakfast. You look out forward to dinner. You like cooking, trying new recipes, sharing meals, savoring every bite. But now, maybe food just doesn't spark the same joy. Maybe you find yourself skipping meals without meaning to. Maybe your pants feel looser, but not in a way that feels healthy. After 70, appetite changes can be subtle, but they speak volumes. And here's something many don't expect. How you eat and how much you eat can be one of the clearest reflections of your overall health and longevity. Let's look at two women, Margaret and Susan. Both are 74, both live on their own, but one is thriving, and the other is slowly fading. Margaret still enjoys cooking. She fills her plate with bright fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains. She drinks water throughout the day, tries new recipes now and then, occasionally indulges. And most importantly, she eats with joy. Her weight stays steady. Her strength remains solid. Her energy is good. Susan, on the other hand, has lost interest. She skips meals, eats crackers, canned soup, whatever's easy. Often standing at the counter or sitting in front of the TV, she says she's just not hungry, but her clothes hang looser. Her muscles feel weaker and she's tired more often. Dizzy spells are becoming common. What Susan doesn't realize is this. Loss of appetite in older adults isn't just part of aging. It can be a warning sign. It might be pointing to digestive troubles, side effects from medication, loneliness or depression, hormonal imbalances, even early cognitive decline. And when the body doesn't get the nutrients it needs, it starts to break down muscle for fuel. The immune system weakens, bones lose strength, wounds take longer to heal, and energy begins to slip away. But here's the hopeful part. This is a signal you can respond to, one meal at a time. Start here. Focus on protein, eggs, beans, chicken, yogurt, tofu, lean meats. These help maintain muscle. Include healthy fats, nuts, avocado, olive oil, salmon. Great for your brain and heart. Eat the rainbow. More color means more nutrients. Stay hydrated. Thirst often hides behind what feels like hunger or takes it away completely. Make meals an experience. Light a candle. Put on music. Call a friend while cooking. Meals should feel like small celebrations, not chores. And if you've lost your appetite for a while or lost weight without trying, don't brush it off. Talk to your doctor. Your body might be asking for help in quiet ways. Now take a moment to reflect. Am I still excited about food? Have my eating habits changed in a big way? Have I dropped weight without meaning to? Because eating well isn't just about filling your stomach. It's about feeding your strength, your independence, and your zest for life. Every time you sit down for a meal, remember, this isn't just about calories. It's an act of care, a step toward tomorrow, and an investment in the full, rich life you still have ahead. Your longevity blueprint, putting it all together. So now you know, your body has been speaking to you all along. Every step you take, every bite you eat, every hour you rest, every hand you hold, it's all been sending quiet messages about your health, your strength, and your future. And while none of us can know exactly how many years we have left, we can know this. The quality of those years is, in many ways, up to us. Let's take one more look at the signs. Walking speed. Are you moving with ease or slowing more than you'd like? Grip strength. Can you still hold on tight to mats, to railings, to life itself? Balance. Do you feel steady on your feet or a little unsure? Sleep patterns. Do you wake up rested or feeling like you've been running all night? Appetite and eating habits. Are you nourishing your body or quietly slipping into weakness? Stress response. Do you meet the day with calm or carry stress like a weight? Social connections. Are you laughing, sharing, reaching out, or slowly withdrawing? Each of these signs tells part of your story, but more importantly, they point to where your next chapter can begin. And here's the hopeful truth. Most of these things can change. No, you don't need to run marathons. You don't have to go vegan, meditate for hours, or join every club in town. But you can. Add 5 extra minutes to your daily walk. Squeeze a tennis ball during commercials. Balance on one foot while brushing your teeth. Turn off screens 30 minutes earlier at night. Add a hard-boiled egg to your lunch. Take 3 deep breaths before reacting to stress. Call a friend just to say hello. Small things. Done with intention, done with care. That's your blueprint. Here's a gentle weekly plan to help you begin. Your longevity week starter plan. Monday, morning walk, 10 minutes. Try 1 grip strength activity. Tuesday, balance practice, 10 seconds per leg, 3 times. Connect with someone. Wednesday, eat a protein-rich, colorful meal. Go screen-free an hour before bed. Thursday, deep breathing, 5 breaths, 3x per day, light stretching before bed. Friday, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Reach out to someone on your mind. Saturday, social time. Visit, volunteer, join an activity, or simply have a heart-to-heart. Sunday. Reflect. Which sign felt strongest this week? Which one needs more attention? You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up with heart. Because your body isn't giving up. It's asking for your attention. It's inviting you to respond with kindness, with care, with hope. And you don't need permission to begin. You already have it. Right here. Right now. So as you look ahead to the days and years to come, remind yourself, you are not too old to change. You are not too late to grow. You are not done yet. You, my friend, are just getting started. Closing reflection. Of Living Frosty, not just longer. We began this journey with a question. How much time do I really have left? But maybe now the question has shifted. Maybe the better question is, how will I live the time I still have? Because here's the truth. You are not just a number on a medical chart. You are not your diagnosis. You are not defined by the number of candles on a cake. You are a living, breathing, ever-evolving soul with stories yet to tell, with people yet to love, with moments yet to feel. Yes, the body changes. Yes, some days feel harder than others, but every step you take toward awareness, every choice you make to nourish your health, every connection you choose to nurture is a quiet act of courage, a gentle stand against decline, a bold refusal to disappear, a reminder that aging isn't the end. It's a transformation, a deepening, an evolution. And whether you're feeling strong today or a little shaky, you've already done something extraordinary. You paid attention. You reflected. You opened the door to something better, a longer, fuller, more meaningful life. So don't stop now. Keep walking. Keep reaching. Keep building your strength. Keep seeking peace. Keep finding your purpose. And remember, a slow walk is still a walk. A shaky hand is still a hand worth holding. A quiet dinner can still nourish the soul. A phone call, a laugh, a prayer, they're all lifelines because you are still here, and that means you still matter. You still hold power. You still have time, maybe more than you think. So live it, love it, fill it with meaning. Because longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. And if today is any sign, you've already begun. Thank you for walking this path with us. Now go take care of the one precious life you've been given, with strength, with heart, and with hope. We're rooting for you. Always.